That's all. That's not
Yeah, you do realize that Toa literally is God immortal, despite being called the one of all. He is God, and our creator of all things, watcher of everything. When he brings into this world, he can take out of this world. He's also interacted with a lot of his own creations before in the comics. You know why? Because he is God. God is absolute to nothing, and nobody else is above him. The same shit can be said for the presence when it comes to DC Comics. Despite being called the presence, he is God in DC, and nothing else is above him. Both Toa and the presence are literally boundless. Your argument makes no fucking sense.
First, you say Toa and the presence are boundless without giving any justification for that, and you expect me to take you seriously, bro.
You find that amusing as you clearly didn't read Ghost Rider: The War Forever Book 2 in the slide.
Don't tell me to go read a chapter. Present a feat from the chapter itself. Just because only God can kill it means no other character in fiction can do the same, right?
Yes, because that is how Ghost Rider as a character works. Ghost Rider as a character functions under the laws and rules of Christianity, which not only exists in Marvel, but is the pinnacle of power in Marvel. Regardless of the fact that Marvel does try to add a lot of our man-made mythologies and such into Marvel Comics, Christianity is the pinnacle of power inside of Marvel, period. And the fact that nobody in Marvel has been successful in killing a Ghost Rider, that statement alone holds weight. So any argument to say that that statement is a no limits fallacy when Ghost Rider's purpose as a character is to be the righteous hand of God and only God can destroy a Ghost Rider is fucking horseshit.
You realize your argument is an appeal to ignorance fallacy. You're basically saying that just because no one has been proven to be able to kill a Ghost Rider, that Goku would not be able to kill a Ghost Rider. It's also a no limits fallacy to say that just because only God has been stated to kill a Ghost Rider, it means Goku can't. That's literally the definition of a no limits fallacy. To say that just because something hasn't displayed limits means it has none. Bro, learn how to power scale.
This is someone that literally beats Mephisto. He, I mentioned, it stated that Ghost Rider is a threat to all of existence.
Scale all of existence right now.
It's just funny how Ghost Rider is capable of not only defeating but killing Mephisto. The same Mephisto who not only is capable of casually creating omniverses, but as well was powerful enough to create an omniversal Armageddon.
I still don't understand why y'all are trying to make the word omniverse sound impressive when it's really not. Dragon Ball is verbatim stated to have an omniverse, so it's not an impressive word at all. It's just a synonymous for multiverse. I've covered this in my previous videos as well. It just means multiverse without any further context.
Which also would have affected the likes of Asgard, which is a realm that transcends the concept of time and space.
It's funny how in the scan you sent it mentions nothing about Asgard transcending the concept of time and space. It just says it's beyond thy mortal concepts of time and space, which in context is just referring to the fact that it's a distant and separate realm. It has nothing to do with transcending the concept of time and space. Also, you didn't explain how being beyond something would inherently mean you transcend it. Also, the fact that it literally says mortal concepts prove it's referring to mental ideas, which would have no abstraction or no existential axioms to rest on in the universe, which would mean it would not be referring to abstract concepts, so there's no way it would be outer.
The same Mephisto who's capable of contending with and fighting toe-to-toe against the likes of Galactus, who also transcends the concept of time and space.
Funny how he showed absolutely zero evidence of Galactus transcending the concept of time and space because it doesn't exist.
So, the same Mephisto who was consistently established to be the concept of evil itself.
Concepts like evil, love, or justice are subjective concepts. They have no universal applicable axioms to rest on, so they would scale absolutely nowhere.
Platonism within the realm of Marvel Comics.
I can barely read the scan you sent because it's so fucking blurry, but it doesn't really fucking matter because Platonism scales absolutely nowhere. It's based on subjective concepts like love, justice, whatever the fuck, which scale fucking nowhere. Tap the link in my bio to my YouTube channel. I have a whole video explaining why Platonism sucks and it's absolutely fodder.
Well, as the fact that the realm that he resides in is infinitely transcending.
First of all, you never proved that this is where Mephisto resides, so I'm just going to assume that you're lying. Second of all, it doesn't say infinitely transcending. It says an infinitely transcendent surreality, which means this realm, without any context, would just be above the normal universe, which would make it 5D.
Which would casually qualify Mephisto for high universal levels of AP and durability.
No, it would not. You never even proved how the fact that Mephisto would supposedly reside in this realm would inherently grant him any scaling towards this realm in of itself. So how would that even scale to him in any way at all? You're just deceiving yourself at this point.
If he were to use the full power of Zerathos, the full power of the Ghost Rider, everything, all of reality, all of existence, everything and everyone would be completely destroyed. Which is the reason why Ghost Rider's very existence is considered a threat to all of existence, but as well as the fact that the power of the Ghost Rider itself is literally established to be boundless, godlike, which would all in all establish Ghost Rider as infinite layers into universal as a low ball and literally as high out of the boundless casual. There's not even the only character in Marvel who is capable of reaching those universal levels of power, as well as the fact that there's numerous planes of existence in Marvel that casually scale from complex multi as a low ball, like a very disrespectful low ball, to universal and beyond. But of course, you knew that, right?
I'll bring out them Zero can like close his fist, and that's enough to destroy the timeline.
On my YouTube channel, I literally get the Dragon Ball cosmology above universal, so it's more impressive for what Zero can casually erase, so you're kind of just downplaying the feat, to be honest.
Dragon Ball's cosmology in the main canon doesn't even reach universal, as well as the fact that universal Goku has been debunked so many different times.
Bro doesn't know! Bro doesn't know!
Not only here on TikTok, but as well on YouTube by other power scalers.
Oh nah, bro. Bro. Toaster and Tempest? Are you kidding me? Bro, their debunks are ass, bro. Those have been rebunked over and over and over fucking again, dude. Try again.
If it's not Dragon Ball fans who try to use the infamous Koyama statement,
I have a video on my channel addressing the validity of the Koyama statement, so if you'd like, go ahead and watch it. Basically, Koyama statements are valid if they coincide with the anime and manga, which several times his statements do, so I don't see what the problem is with using them.
Dragon Ball fans will either use Toei filler animation statements, hyperbolic statements, take statements heavily out of context, completely lie about feats in general, or use stuff that gets completely contradicted in the main canon of Dragon Ball. Because Dragon Ball fans are not that smart.
Also mention that Ghost Rider can literally call other Ghost Riders from other universes.
Start screen. It is not matter if Ghost Rider summons an infinite amount of himself from other parallel universes.
You're right, because that's not what happened. As Ghost Rider showed in the War for Heaven storyline, Ghost Rider has the ability to be capable of summoning every single spirit of Ventus who has come before him, and every single one of them is relative to each other. One Ghost Rider is already enough to kill Goku and all the Dragon Ball. An entire army of every single Ghost Rider throughout history, yeah, that's overkill.
All Goku would need is a single key blast, and he would deal with all of them, bro. It's not gonna be funny.
You know what's funny? One of the many things that makes Ghost Rider special is that he cannot take any physical damage at all in the slightest. Whether you physically try to attack him or use energy manipulation or anything of the slightest, that's not going to work on Johnny Blaze. If it is not a holy weapon blessed by God and made in heaven or hell, it's not going to damage Ghost Rider. Also, Ghost Rider has showcased he is more than capable of destroying said holy weapons. So even if we were to give Goku prep time and give him a random fucking holy weapon somehow in Marvel, yeah, that's not gonna give Goku a win. That's not a fucking win con for Goku. And if Goku tried to physically box Ghost Rider with his bare hands and somehow manages to quote unquote put him down, that's not gonna put Zerathos down for very long. Who does not possess the AP, the power, the weapons, the hacks, or even the abilities necessary to bypass Ghost Rider's durability.
Someone stated to be above the walls of death.
Interesting. It's not like Goku has a Hakai or anything, which literally raises your conceptual level.
Yeah, so not only can Ghost Riders not be erased.
Seems like you didn't watch my previous video. I literally explained why just because something says erased doesn't automatically mean it's referring to existence erasure. You have to justify that, and you have to prove that it's even on the level of the existence erasure as the Hakai, which it's not.
It's verbatim stated that he is a part of time and death, and that he is death.
It would be really cool if your scans actually said that, even so it wouldn't help him out and fight with Goku at all. Hakai will still erase him from existence.
Starscream says he scales above the walls of death.
It doesn't really matter. Once Goku realizes that beating the shit out of Ghost Rider isn't gonna put him down permanently, Goku's just gonna Hakai him from existence.
Once again, only God can create a Ghost Rider, only God can destroy.
No limits fallacy.
Hakai cannot kill an immortal, and anybody who tries to make the argument saying that Beerus doesn't like interfering with and interacting with mortals, either A, didn't read the manga, B, is completely disregarding what is established and stated in the fucking manga, or C, you are delusional.
It's funny how it doesn't state that it's the Hakai in the scan he sent, so how is it verbatim stated? Also, you just simply saying that my argument is delusional without actually providing a refutation to it would just be dismissed via Hitchin's razor.
Also, when Goku tried using his piss poor version of the Hakai on Fusamasu, yeah, that shit didn't work. So,
you guys have started to notice a trend with these guys that they'll say that Goku cannot use the Hakai didn't properly work, but they'll skip the scan that happened in between those two scans. Why did you skip the scan where Zamasu literally put his hand in a portal and grabbed Mai to use her as a shield to prevent Goku from erasing him from existence? Why are you so fucking disingenuous? You're retarded.
any Goku can just use the Hakai arguments are completely irrelevant.
Bro, you're a fucking idiot, bro. Just shut the fuck up.
Possess anything he so desires.
I mean, it's not like we saw him literally be capable of possessing a Celestial. We can see that Ghost Riders are capable of being able to possess mortal people, as well as Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, is capable of being able to possess Silver Surfer's board.
All these things you're telling me right now is irrelevant. I never argued against Ghost Rider being able to possess whatever he desired in Marvel. Like, bro, why are you telling me all this irrelevant bullshit?
This is a common ability for every single Spirit Avenger. There is nothing that is beyond them that they cannot possess. Not even the walls of death can stop them from possessing whatever or wherever they want.
Oh, okay, cool.
Also, Goku is not immune to spirit or soul manipulation. We literally saw Captain Ginyu being able to body swap with Goku by manipulating both of their spirits to switch bodies.
You realize that Goku was literally caught off guard by the ability and had no idea what was going on, right? Bro, you're so disingenuous.
Even if you wanted to make the argument saying that Goku has some resistance when it comes to soul manipulation, he has no evidence to validate he can resist a spirit of vengeance control.
Okay, so you're shifting the burden of proof. Goku doesn't need to show any evidence that he's capable of resisting a spirit of vengeance control because he's on the negative stance. There's no claims being made. You are the one making the claim that a spirit of vengeance can control Goku, so you have to provide justification to that. Otherwise, it would just be dismissed via Hitchin's razor.
Yeah, and for everyone bringing up the penance stare not working on Goku, not only is that a wild card, we've seen it work on innocent newborn angels. Penance stare isn't the only thing that Rider has. He also has the damnation stare. Need I mention the fact that the amount of lives Goku has indirectly put in danger? Yeah, that stare is gonna.
Unfortunately, you have to prove the Ghost Rider is on anywhere near the level of Goku's power.
Well, I already did that, so that saved me a whole bunch of fucking time. And when in correlation with Goku, Goku and Canon only caps arguably a low complex multi currently at the moment.
Oh my Otherwise, his hacks just wouldn't work because it's been proven multiple times in Dragon Ball characters with enough power can just ignore hacks.
Congratulations, that is both how the power and hack system in Dragon Ball works, but that doesn't mean that's how it works for every single verse in fiction.
Funny how I never argue that, but you would actually have to provide a justification as to why it would work differently in another verse.
Especially in Marvel's case. To sit here and make the argument that Goku's ability to negate hacks would work in every single verse in fiction would be a blatant no limits fallacy.
When did I ever say that, bro? You're strawmanning me, what the fuck?
Have to go through every single verse and validate that their power system works the same in Dragon Ball, which I guarantee you it doesn't.
Saying I guarantee you it doesn't is not a justification. You have to justify why they would be able to affect Goku with their hacks in the first place if Goku is much stronger than them. Goku's power and speed, etc., his ki has power that is capable of affecting realms that are fully transcendent of dimensionality. So you'd have to prove that their hacks can function on that level to be able to even affect Goku, because Goku's ki is what he uses to amp his body.
And in Marvel's case, it really doesn't. As with Marvel characters, a lot of the time they just try to out-hack each other, with either one having a better hack, having more hacks, having a stronger hack, or having a hack that can negate other hacks. And in Ghost Rider case, not only does he have way more hacks, but he has way better hacks that Goku cannot negate, as well as having better powers and abilities, both when it comes to demonic magic, angelic magic, and so much more that Goku was completely incapable of countering.
You gave absolutely zero justification for what you just said, so I'm just just gonna dismiss it via Hitchens razor. Even so, it doesn't really matter. What you said is retarded. But since you didn't provide any evidence, there's no reason to refute anything because there's nothing to refute.
And Goku putting every universe at stake except for one in the tournament of power. Yeah, that should be enough.
Zeno was gonna erase the entire multiverse anyway. Goku actually provided a chance for the universes to save themselves.
And yet he's still responsible for the deaths of all the other universes in his multiverse.
I'm just gonna assume he didn't watch Dragon Ball at this point.
The Penance would even go so far as chasing a guy who was in a car and nearly hitting a bunch of innocent people. And both Ghost Rider and the Penance will categorize that as a punishable offense, regardless of the fact that that person was innocent. And when in correlation with Goku, it doesn't matter that he's a good person when he's the reason why everybody in the entirety of the multiverse was there to begin with and why they all ended up dying. So it doesn't matter that Goku is considered a good person. It can still work on him and it can still kill Goku.
No, it cannot. You haven't even proven that Ghost Rider is on anywhere near the level of Goku, so there's no reason to assume that his hacks would have any effect on Goku at all.